Bit like Abdi, Danny Boy here, and welcome back to not quite another episode of Transport Fever. It is New Year's Eve. For some of you, if you're from Australia, New Year's Eve will be past already. Now, if any of you who watched the Christmas video, that was actually made before I went offshore, and it was actually put onto my work laptop and posted whilst I was offshore. And I also made a New Year video, but today, the 31st, I actually got sent home. I got downmanned. The job I was actually doing had finished, and they sort of tried their hardest to get me a seat on the chopper so I could get home for New Year, and they did. So I was extremely grateful. It's not often that happens, but no, it was good. It was a nice surprise. So the New Year video I recorded previously is now null and void. So I hope you guys had an excellent Christmas. Mine was, unfortunately, I was away, but I still had a good time. It's just a shame I had to work, but these things happen. So a New Year is fast approaching. This video, I've got it set to go at 8 o'clock tonight. If it renders before then, I don't have any plans. I'm actually just staying in with my girlfriend. She's a nurse and she is working today and tomorrow on the 1st, so she's kind of bummed out about that, but I'm just going to stay in with her, and I'll go and visit some of my friends and family tomorrow. I am actually quite tired. I was working extremely hard to try and get finished everything I needed done to catch this flight. I was on night shift and basically I've not slept. I just got told to go and get changed and pack my bags because they'd managed to get me a seat on the flight, which again I was grateful for, but there's no way I'd be able to go out. I'm just so tired. But looking forward to next year. 2018 was pretty good. Not really anything bad, a few ups, a few downs, but nothing too major. I lost a couple of family members, so that was a bit sad, but these things happen. Looking forward to 2019. So basically in 2019 things will continue as usual. It will be sort of the schedule I've got just now is like Red Dead Redemption, Transport Fever on the USA map, and 2 Point Hospital are the 3 games I'm currently playing at the moment. And at the end of every month we do at the races with Transport Fever. Now there was not one for December because I was away. There will be one at the start of January. Tomorrow will be a Red Dead Redemption because I recorded that actually before I went offshore, but I never had the chance to upload it because I was too busy trying to record the Christmas and New Year video, which I didn't. So which I needed the Christmas one, I didn't need the New Year one because I'm here now. So that was kind of a waste. I was just going to post it, but there was other things that I wanted to speak about and that I didn't notice till I got home. So that's going to be sort of the schedule, and once Red Dead Redemption 2 is done, we'll move on to something else. Once 2 Point Hospital is done, we'll move on to something else. I would like to actually do a complete playthrough of Surviving Mars. Any of you who watched the first one, I sort of got cut off like midway. It's one of these games that I've realised that if you don't plan everything out perfectly from the start, it will destroy you. It's not one of those games where you can sort of go back and rearrange everything. Once you've built a dome somewhere and placed buildings in it, if you want to then place that dome somewhere else, you have to build a new one and add whatever industries, shops, residential buildings in it in another place. It's not as easy as just demolishing it, because then you then have people who are homeless, who need doctors and jobs, blah blah blah. So I would actually like to do that in a more sort of planned out version. Plus there's a lot of mods for Surviving Mars. I'd also like to play Rise of Industry. I would like to play the full iteration of the game once it's fully released. I've already noticed on Steam Workshop that people are creating mods for this already, and it's still in alpha or beta. So, and it's a good game. I really do enjoy playing it. But instead of just having a new, because you used to lose a save game every time a new update was put out. I'm not sure if that is still the case. I think your save games can actually be progressed through, but I would just like to play it start to finish, and maybe do a few series in that, because there is different things you can do with it, and it is a good game. It's kind of like Transport Fever as well. It's right up my street. Transportation, goods delivery, passenger delivery, etc, etc. I also would like to play Meg Aquarium. It looks kind of cool. I've seen other YouTubers playing it, and it is actually a full release. It came out. Parkosaurus is another one. It's not a full release yet, but I'm trying to stay away from new releases, just because things change. You lose save games and then it's zip back to square one. So there's a few games looking pretty good. There was some more. There's some download content, the stories or secrets of Doctor Wu for Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. I would like to play that. There's also DLC for 2 Point Hospital, and onto Transport Fever. There will be another series after this, and I'm not sure if it's going to be. I was going to use the the Island Mountains map, which is one of the maps I used for at the races. Now it's quite a crazy map, and you really will have to utilise ships and air freight. So it looked like a challenging map, and I would have liked to have done an EPEC challenge with every product to every city, which would be insane. And I was going to do that with the New Industries mod. Now, speaking of the New Industries mod, I noticed on Steam Workshop that the full New Industries has come out, and it looks amazing. I am going to do a small video on that coming up in the next couple of days. Unfortunately, I can't use it in this map. Excuse me. I do have a bit of a cold. That's why you'll probably hear my coughing quite a lot, and my voice is sort of dying. But it looks awesome. It does say that it should always be started from a fresh game and not implemented into a saved game. So that's unfortunate. But we'll continue on with the USA playthrough for as long as possible. So that's some of the things I would like to do. There are other games that are coming out that look amazing. I've been playing a lot of Battlefield. I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption. So Battlefield 5, that's a great game. I'm a great fan of Battlefield, but I just don't put things like that on this channel. I may at some point. I also play a lot of PUBG and Escape from Tarkov. I'm not very good at it. I had a quick run around on the lab, the new lab map in Escape from Tarkov that was released on, I think it was Christmas Day. I played it for about half an hour. I got lost, and then I didn't realise that the new scavs, if you've played the Escape from Tarkov before, that they're not scavs, they're actually PMCs called raiders, and they will literally beat the shit out of you. They're just they're unkillable. I was running about with a handgun. I was just exploring the map, but holy crap. So that's a lot of fun. I normally play those games at night, when everything's finished rendering during the day. So it's fun to play those at night, especially if my girlfriend's on night shift. While she's at work, I sort of stay up through the night, watch stuff on TV, anything I've missed, watch any movies that I've missed, play games that I often don't get to play quite a lot, and it's good. So looking forward to 2019. Now on to the bad side of 2019. Article 13. So most of you have probably seen this on YouTube, on the thumbnails and the oh my god, YouTube's gonna die, etc, etc. Now that may not be the case for some countries, but for certainly the case in Europe, it does not look good, does not bode well. So I basically do this as a hobby. It will never be my actual job. I just love, I've got 300 subscribers currently and I love it. It's more than I could have ever imagined. And because this for me was just a bit of fun, something to pass the time. I've spoke to people from all different parts of the world. You guys are great. The support, even the criticism, helps me make this better. Now, this was just something that I wanted to do, obviously as a hobby, for fun. Where I stay, there ain't much to do, unless you're an alcoholic, and then you're sorted, because there's about 50 pubs in the village I stay in. Most of my friends are probably borderline alcoholics, because most of them work offshore, come home, and they've got nothing to do, so you go to the pub and watch football or soccer, golf, whatever's on. But they're not actually alcoholics, they are social drinkers. They won't just sit in the pub on their own all day and drink. They'll only do it if there is a other crowd of people with them. I will be hitting the pub soon. I don't know when. Hopefully when I get back from this trip down in England. I might actually go out down there, because there's a few of us going down. Might have a small works night out down in the place where we're going. Even though I've actually been there before and I know it's out in the middle of absolutely God knows nowhere. So that'll be interesting. But no, I'd like to have a drink with my family, catch up with some of my friends, see what they were up to over Christmas and New Year. But yes, back to Article 13. If it comes to the case where channels are getting shut down left, right and centre, copyright strikes, fines, blah blah blah, then it's not worth it for me to sort of keep this going. It'd be a real shame. I've had a lot of fun with it, but I've seen YouTubers, or some of them are terrified about it, some of them are just be like, nothing will change. My only saving grace might be that if Brexit actually does go through, it will no longer be a part of Europe. Will they still follow the same codes and laws of the European courts? I would imagine yes. Especially ones that are set in stone many years ago. They may not follow this one, the Article 13, because it's sort of new. And just as that law is being enforced, I think it's in March, Britain will be leaving Europe at the end of May. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But anywho, I'm not sort of worried about it at the moment. I was thinking about contacting Urban Games and seeing if there was some sort of special license I could get just to even play Transport Fever, because this is the game I love playing the most. There are so much things you can do with it, even things like using mods. Some modder might see you using their model on one of your Transport Fevers and then claim some royalties or something for it. So no one knows how this is going to work out. I do appreciate the modders, some of the best people in the world. They make games so much more better than they already are. But we'll just have to see how it goes. It's one of those things, and it's going to be a bridge I will cross when I come to it. As I said, it's a hobby. It'll never be my real job. My real job may not be the greatest. It's very dangerous at times, but the money is extremely good. I get to meet different people all the time, and I get to travel all over the world in business class for free. So it doesn't bother me. we'll just have to wait and see. But anyway, that's just been it. This has been a little message for me. It is actually about 4 o'clock, half 4 in the UK at the current time. So for a while to go before 12 o'clock. I'm going to have something to eat, wait for my girlfriend to finish work, go pick her up, and me and her will just chill out in the house and relax. So that's going to be a quiet new year for me. I hope you guys have got things planned with your family and got something fun to do for because it is the turning of a new year. Normally I would have things planned, but unfortunately not this time. I didn't even know I was going to be home. I think my girlfriend and family were just happy that I was getting home, and I was as well. I'm not really bothered about Christmas or New Year, but it is good to be home, so it's better than staying offshore on an oil rig, which is kind of crap. So it's good to be back. And as I said, tomorrow on the 1st it will be Red Dead Redemption 2. I will upload another episode of Transport Fever. What I'm going to do there is, I got an idea from the American Truck Sim, the newest DLC, which is the Oregon DLC, and there's a lot of logging up there in Oregon, side in Portland, things like that. So we're going to focus on that. We're going to get some logging going up or happening in Oregon. And I know it's not one of the brand new industries, but we'll get them rolling at some point. And then after that Transport Fever, there'll be a 2-point hospital, and then I'll go on to the at the races that I missed at the end of December because I was away. So that's actually going to be in a map of Scotland, because I am Scottish and it's a new year and I wanted to use it. I have sort of tested it with snow. It may or not be a snow map. We'll have to wait and see. But no, that's all going to be sorted. So that will be, I think it's round 7. There is only going to be 10 rounds. So after round 7 there will be 3 more. I will probably do another bonus though, and at the end I've got a few more ideas for big boy challenges. Quite a lot of people like the freight races, and the freight races were actually pretty good. I was actually very concerned that it was going to be extremely slow and painful to watch, but no, once the trains got up to speed, it was awesome. Even with a mile-long contest, it was great. So glad you guys enjoyed that. But anyway, that's been it for me. I wish you all the best for 2019. I hope you guys have an amazing new year. For you guys that are working, again, my heart goes out to you. It is kind of crap. It's just one of those things. So that is it basically. Have a brilliant new year, and I've been Danny Boy, and I will catch you later in 2019.